So, what is included in the management fee? There's a lot of misconceptions and misunderstanding about what a manager is responsible for, what they're not responsible for. And as a property owner, you try to get as much service as possible. I don't fault you for that. I do the same with vendors as well. So, I want to talk more about exactly what is covered in the management fee. So, we have two levels of service: our standard service and our premium service. One's at 8%. The other is 12%. Both are of the collected rent. And the management fee does cover quite a bit. It does cover processing, tenant requests, dealing with lease violations. It covers, collecting of the rent, processing leases, getting tenants, what they need on day to day, getting you what you need day to day as an owner, and at the end of the year, working with all that. But what it does not include would be, for example, attending HOA meetings. Sometimes, when your property is in a HOA, sometimes things aren't going like we'd want. Either tenant committed a violation, or maybe there's a dispute around work that you want to do. We had an owner that had an issue around a tree. The HOA was saying the tree was too tall, and we argued that it was fine and that there wasn't a shadow being cast on the neighbor's solar panels. But nonetheless, we had to attend HOA meetings, the board meetings. That is not included in your management fee. That's an extra additional service outside the normal scope of work. The other one would be if, for whatever reason, we need to attend court on your behalf. That would be outside of the normal management services. Our management services also do not include, because one, we're not licensed to deal with tax advice, financial planning, although we can help you with real estate, and sometimes it feels like they overlap. Tax advice and being a financial planner do require separate licenses, which we do not hold. And if you're interested in services, because maybe you've been doing your own taxes, we can definitely introduce you to some great accountants, but that is not something that we do. Also, sometimes there becomes an issue where there's disputes between a tenant and a neighbor. That's not something that we do. We're not, although as a middle school teacher, that's not something that is included in the management services. Quite frankly, those are often going to be referred to the court system and let them deal with that. That's not something that we do as part of the management fee. Also, being an asset manager, sometimes we're asked to do things that are outside of property management. They're more aligned with actually with being an asset manager. If that is something that you're interested in, we can definitely help you with that. For those owners that have multiple properties, they're looking at, succession planning. We can bring in and create a team to help you with that. But that is a whole different ball of wax. We are literally, if you think about it, we are your COO. We are your branch manager. We are the ones that just manage the property. It is your business. We are your business manager. And so, quite often, we often need to bring in experts that have specific licenses or skill sets. But we are the manager of your business and to make sure that it's running and operating correctly. So, hopefully, that helps. If there's other questions, please reach out to us. Number's 925-336-3282, and we'd be more than happy to talk more about what's included and what's not included in the management fee.